Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Can you hear me? I think. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. There's the YouTube channel, and then there's this channel. And I think I've done it again. I've messed up. I can't. My son is not. I think I've done it again. My son is not. Shanks is in the building. Thank you, Shanks. My son is not. Shanks is in the building. So I don't know. Can you hear me out there? Shanks. Can anybody hear me? Can you echo? Do you hear echo? That's bad news. Echo. Why is there? Do you hear echo? That's bad news. Echo. Why is there? Do you hear echo? Okay, so let's turn this off. Turn that off. Let's turn this off. How about this? Can you see me now? Turn off one of the channels. You have two on. Can you see me now? I don't understand how I've got two channels on. Can you see me now? I don't understand how I've got two channels on. Can you see me now? I don't understand how I've got two channels on. Hey, how are you? This is gonna be the best show that we've done. Hey, 20 viewers in already. It's gonna be amazing. Best show that we've done. 20 viewers was gonna be amazing. Best show that we've done. 20 viewers. And this one, I don't know what this one is. We've done this for 16 days or so. Turn off one of the channels. We've done this for 16 days. And I don't even know how I can write on the channels. Down here it doesn't have any place for me to write. And my son doesn't have any place for me to write. And my son doesn't have. Guess what? My other son, if we're lucky, he's gonna come back. And my other son, we can have him. He's going to come back, and my other son, we can have him come back for him. And he's going to come back for him. And he's lovely. He's lovely. Louise Terry. Hey, Louise Terry. What the heck is going on? Louise Terry. It's always crazy. Hey, Christopher Harley. How are you? It's always crazy. Hey, Christopher Harley. How are you? How can you still hear the echo? Harley. How are you? Oh, don't make me start again. Oh, don't make me start. I messed up. It's playing the desktop audio. It's playing the desktop audio. This should be off. Okay. Can you hear me now? I turned the echo off. Pause and mute. Shanks. Christopher Harley. Hey, Christopher Harley. Where are you from? And how fat are you? How tall are you and how fat are you? We're doing this is basically this show, which isn't really much of a show, but it's the Lewis Schaffer Fat Club. We're working on getting our weight down. Hello, MC. Hello there. You weren't here yesterday, but good to see you, MC. Louise Terry. How fat are you? Christopher Harley. How fat are you? That's the Lewis Schaffer question. How fat are you? Leslie. Hello from Glasgow Airport. Missed your shows last week as you've been away. Where have you been? You can tell us where you've been. But because I weigh 79.9 kilograms. I was up to whatever it is, 80.6 or something last week. And every time I decide to lose weight, it takes I can only lose like 200 or 300 grams a day. Okay. Hi, Lewis. Hello, everybody. Hello, Mark. Hello, Simon. I'm good. You're from Thurrock. I'm 5'6" and about 13 stone. You're fat. You're not that good. You're fat. How old are you, too? How old are you? 13 stone is too much to be 5'6". You need to lose not that much, maybe one or 2 stone. I'm going to write that down. That is a healthy weight for your height, Lou. Me, I think it is, but I don't like having this thing. I don't like my body. Watt Nice Music. He's 64 years old, 5'8", 255 pounds. He lifts weight, but that's way too heavy, I think. Chris, you're 31. These are the years you should start getting fit. Are you married? Do you have a girlfriend? Because you're going to get a girlfriend with Lewis Schaffer. There you go. Lucy says, getting in early with this question, Lewis. Is there a button on the top of this chat you could click to save it? I don't know. I don't know what there is. Edit your live stream. View your live stream in a web browser. I don't see it. It says 34 viewers. I don't know. Does anybody know that? I don't know, and my son is not here. I was said that I spend too much time fretting, and I do. I'm a fretter. The first 13 shows, 14 shows were amazing, and everything was great. Hello from sunny Malta. It's kin hot here today. I guess that's effing hot. James S. I'll close my eyes. Shanks, Lewis, it looks better when we can see your microphone. Okay, let's put the microphone up there. I kind of agree with you. That's why. Where is the microphone gonna go? Where is the microphone? I don't know if I've got a wire that's. Let's see if this is gonna go. No. Let me just. And if you feed somebody need a longer wire here. A longer wire. We'll see. Can you see the microphone here? No, I don't know where it is. I paid £75 for this. That's a lot of money for Lewis Schaffer. You, Jared, hi all. You've got my vital statistics. 5'8", 147 pounds, 60 years old. Okay, you 5'8", 147 is good. I'm happily married. It's my wife who isn't. All right, very funny. Well, women are never that happy. I mean, I shouldn't say that because I got yelled at by Lucy because I'm a horrible misogynist. I'm a horrible misogynist. I am. How do we get the microphone here? Up here. Should I be holding it? Maybe I should hold it some of the time so you guys can see that it's like a real microphone. I've got this thing in the back. But if it's on the table, it's not really that good. Let me put this over here. I'll put this here. Can you hear me clearly, everybody? Okay. So what do we got? Louise Terry. A bit fatter than 0 minutes ago, as I've just had a lovely scone and strawberries, but a little less because I was typing this, and so as my dog nicked it. So the dog ate the scone. Who doesn't love a good scone? I love a good scone. Who doesn't love it with strawberries or even strawberries and jam? I love it, but it's not good for you. If you want the fruit to fall, you have to give the tree a shake. Yeah, I have been listening to that today. That's exactly right. Well, that's what your attitude is. Your attitude. A lot of women's attitude is, I'm going to make a big scene or make a little scene or just be mad at the guy and the guy's going to be better. That's what I need to do. Women tend to be screamers, and they think, do you agree with that, Lucy? Joodles, volume needs to go up too. It's a bit low. How about that? How does that sound? Joodles. Where does the name Joodles come from? You use another name somewhere else. So have we all signed in? Nancy Springate. Hi, Nancy. Where are you from? And how much do you weigh? Are you fat? You're probably fat. Everybody's fat. I'm going to call you fat whether you like it or not. I don't even know what you look like, but you're beautiful. I'll do you, but you're fat. I mean, this show should be Lewis Schaffer's fat shaming show. How about that? Lewis Schaffer fat shaming. We need to be fat shamed. We need to not be ashamed because we're fat. We need to be ashamed that we've fallen for the lies that they told us about whole grains, about leafy vegetables and all that stuff. We need to revolt because we've been lied to. We need to think, oh my God, I can't believe I believe that. And I believe that. I used to have my mommy call me your mommy. Oh, there you go. That's lovely. Is that we've been lied to. We've been told that all of the food, okay, I'm proud. You're a proud kink shamer. Well, you are. I'm a bit kinky. I lost 2 stone on Atkins. There you go. Thank you, Nancy. Atkins was a great man, but he could not do it alone, and that was the problem with Atkins. He didn't come up with this diet, but he was the first one to propose it. So was everybody against Atkins. But you can't be everybody. That's why we need to be in this together. Look at my hair. We need everybody to be in there. Okay. Are you comparing Lewis to Larry King? Okay. Anyway, because the stuff we've been told about food has been a lie. We've been told, whole grains. We've been told baked potatoes. We've been told not to eat egg yolks. Everything we've been told is a lie. Okay. My hair looks amazing. That's nice. Thank you, Claire. I mean, the problem is I did the filming yesterday, and they put a lot of junk in my hair, and I didn't wash it this morning, but I took a shower this morning. I don't use shampoo anymore. So there's no shampoo anymore. And eventually, because I'm old, it dries out a little bit. You don't need shampoo. But when I was younger, and I'd wash my hair, and if I didn't wash my hair was really, really greasy. But there's not half enough kink shaming going on these days. Good woman policy, yeah. And I'm very kinky. In a mild way, I'm a mild kinkiness. Mild. I would say mild. I would say basically I'm very conservative too, but I'm also mildly mildly kinky. Why am I mildly kinky? Leslie prefer egg yolks to whites. Yeah, you got to go for it. I had 7 small or medium-sized eggs this morning. Okay, and I had that. I had 3. Well, if you follow me on Twitter, Claire is kinky. She's kinky. I mean, you are a bit. I mean, whatever. I don't know. A lot of women like to, me because they think this is, it's like a bit wild. Lewis Schaffer is wild. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Croxton. What's mildly kinking? A light spanking? No. I don't like to spank women. Even though women love to be spanked. Maybe that's why I don't like to spank women. I mean, that's not even kinky, especially in this country. I don't think it's kinky. What is kinky? Lewis is the most loving in the swinger club. Yeah, I mean, Lewis is 50 years younger than Larry. Plus, he is alive. Larry King, who was a brilliant guy. No, I shouldn't be talking. I'm a bit too honest on this chat. At the end of this, we'll be able to write my my biography based on what we're discussing now. Well, what do you so you think spanking is that? What would the ideal sponsor for your show be? The National Beef Association, Shanks? That's a good question. Yeah, I believe in the National Beef Association. Leslie had 3 eggs today. I do follow you. Not under my name. Yeah, because you're probably afraid I'm going to hunt you down and make you love me, or try to make you love me. And then you go, oh, this guy's a bit too much. Basically, that's where my kinkiness. Well, what do you consider kinkiness? I said I'm kinky, but I'm probably, I like, I don't know, fishnets, baby oil, and a gag ball. No. I don't know. That's not really. I mean, I guess that is kinky. What is kinky? I don't even know. I'll have to think about it. Anyway, so today's show, which is the 16th show we've done. Yesterday's show wasn't that great, but this show is going to be. I don't even know why anybody. We have 36 viewers already. I don't even know why anybody's even listening to this, so I can't even tell why the show was good. What and I's music had 200 grams of ground beef with some black pudding mixed in. That's delicious. I mix the black pudding in with eggs. If I cook the eggs, or even if you don't cook the eggs, you can mix it in with just the uncooked egg yolks. But black pudding is amazing. Play American Gigolo, like a Lewis menu. What an eye? What an eye? Yeah, what an eye. Photos of these eggs on Twitter page make me feel sick. Could you post a picture of something nice instead, please? Well, you want to know something? We're lucky we have eggs in this country, and we're lucky that eggs were not $9 a pound. Little's, that could be a sponsor. British beef, yeah. Go for British beef. Hi, Joy. Yeah. Well, what do you guys think? Eggs are amazing. Raw egg yolks, which is what I've been eating with a mixture of Parmesan cheese. But you could fry up the black pudding and then mix that in. Let it cool down so it doesn't cook the eggs. The photos of those eggs on your Twitter page make me feel sick. That's what Carrie P. Hey, Carrie, where are you from, Carrie? Where is Carrie P from? Okay. No, you want to cook the egg yolks. Is that what you're saying? You cook the egg yolks. Yeah, I mean, people do, but I don't think it's good for you. Love eggs, 10 eggs per day, but hard-boiled eggs. Mark, try with. I mean, I used to have hard-boiled too, but I used to have to add tons of mayo because it was so dried out. Eggs here about 3 pounds for 15 pence down in Malta. And that's a tiny little island. It's like 20 miles across, or lengthwise, whatever direction you go on. So, yeah. And it's cheap again. It may be more expensive after the mayor of New York, the socialist mayor, gets in. Have you heard about that? We can talk about that in a bit. Anyway, we're lucky to have eggs in this country. The egg and sausage on X looked good. It was a bit too high in carbs because it's a caramelized sausage from Tesco's, the finest. which actually it's 10% carbs, which is too high, but it's really delicious. Carbs are amazing. That's why we've got to say no to carbs. Let's raise our hand and say no to carbs. No. It just makes us want to eat more. It makes us fat. Sour cream is my tip. What do you do with sour cream? Mix it in with the egg yolks? That could be interesting. I love sour cream. I'm a Jew. I love sour cream. I saw about the socialist mayor. What are New Yorkers thinking of? Well, we don't know. Remember, this is just the Democratic Party, and the Democratic Party has gone very, very left. And New York is the home of the Democratic Party. So who knows? Who knows? And there's a lot of anti-Semitism, too. That's why they don't even question the guy, from what I can tell. I don't know too much about it. I've only learned about this yesterday. My friend Doug was telling me about it in New York. But New York is not a conservative place. If you look at a map, you look at where all the Democrats are. They're all in the big cities: Atlanta, Philadelphia, Washington. Bagels and schmear. Yeah, that's what Lewis Schaffer loves that. I love a bagel and a schmear. Unfortunately, you can't have a bagel. I can't have a bagel, right? I like poached eggs the best. Well, I basically eat poached eggs because you're just cooking the whites around the outside. So, yeah, go for poached eggs as long as the insides are runny. That's the more you cook an egg, the more you cook anything, the worse it's going to be. And if a food has to be cooked. Show on YouTube are both cooking, talking, and first reaction in one. Is that seeing YouTuber? Is that what this show is? Yeah, we should be doing a cooking show. I don't want to take you into my kitchen. It's a bit of a mess in there. It's a bit of a mess. Is eating bread your kink, Lewis? No, because everybody loves eating bread. Who doesn't love a good piece of bread or toast? Or how about sourdough bread? Who doesn't like that? It's not kinky. It's normal. It's kinky for me to say that I don't eat bread, right? Isn't that true? My love for you, Lucy, is kinky. I shouldn't have said that. Whatever. My appreciation of you. Bread is bad, though. It's so bad. It's really bad. Because what it does is whenever you eat bread, you've got to have 300 grams of carbs for every 100 grams of bread you eat, which makes you fat. I love a bit of sourdough with some olive oil dip. So where are you from, Kerry? Did you say where you're from? Are you listening to this? Sour cream is... I don't think sour cream is a kink because it's got very low sugar levels and it's got very high fat levels, animal fat. So how could that be a kink? Lewis Schaffer in the kitchen. Yeah, we could do everything. We'll do everything. We'll follow people. We'll follow people around. Russ Maneve says I'm a liar. How dare that? I'm going to block that guy. I never block anybody, but this Russ Maneve calling me a liar. That's so untrue. Cooking with Lewis Schaffer. No, the answer is no. Oh, that's Russ Maneve. There you go. Hello, Russ Maneve. Everybody say hello to Russ Maneve making his I don't know, is this your debut here? Marmite and peanut butter on toast. I call it a Pemite. Well, it might be good. I'm against eating that kind of stuff because it causes gout. That's what I believe. I mean, they all cause gout. Lud, when did you first go low carb? I went low carb in the first day of 2019. And I went all carb on May 1st, 2020. No, that's not right. No. When did I go low carb? I went low carb 2018, 2019. No, 2019. Yeah, basically. That's right. You ate Russ's milk tray. He's a liar. Anybody knows Russ. When you see Russ, you think this guy's lying to me with a great big smile. He's a liar. I'm an anti-Pemite. Very funny, James. You're in Merseyside. So what does that mean? You're on the other side of the river. You're there in Runcorn or New Forest or whatever it's called. We've all seen Russ. That's right. He's been on the show. I forgot all about that. I did eat Russ's milk tray, and he let me, and he was like non-judgmental about it. You know, he's good. He's good that way. He'll let you eat the milk tray. It was only 78 grams of chocolate. Anyway, so what we're going to do is, Yeah, you got to say no. No, no, no. And then you say yes. You say, I'll have one piece, and you'll have another piece. Claire says hello. Joy says hello to Russ. Hello, Russ. Everyone say hello to Russ. He's a lovely guy. You saw him here. He wasn't that interested in the show, I don't think. But I love doing this. Is that the Russ? Yeah, it's the Russ. It's my friend Russ. I've got a few friends. Low carb. You Tasmanian devil. An entire box of chocolates in 9 seconds. It didn't take 9 seconds. I didn't eat them. I ate them. It was bad. It was bad. Howdy. Jay Evans. Hey, howdy. Hey, D.D. Pecton. Who is this Russ guy? He's a comedian. I mean, not at the moment, but he's a comedian. What is your favorite chocolate, Lewis? I mean, I don't really have a favorite chocolate. Some chocolates I don't like, but I'll eat any kind. I'll even eat dark chocolate, you know. He looks like Bradford Dillman. Well, he's a handsome movie star type, yeah. Is it a kink to watch Lewis eating carbs and sugar? Yeah, without saying, Lewis, don't do that. Don't do that. What's the best Burt Lancaster film? Olzana's right. I don't know that. The best one that I've seen is a movie called The Swimmer. The Swimmer. Have you ever seen that? I like dark chocolate, 85% green and blacks, high in antioxidants. First of all, chocolate is toxic. It's made with all sorts of lectins, pectins, leptins. I don't even know what it has. Stay away from it. Chocolate orange and milk is amazing. His favorite chocolate is more chocolate. Yeah, more. Yeah, let's have more because it's addictive. It's got all sorts of, it's like coffee, but with sugar in it. It's like you can't say no to chocolate. It's got sugar in it. And milk, I like milk chocolate too. I'd rather have a piece of fruit though, right? Crisps are worse for your teeth than chocolate. Yeah. But it's not because of the stuff not because it gets on the teeth. It's because it goes in your body in the same way it rots your bones. The Swimmer is an amazing film with a cameo from a young Joan Rivers. Yes, and I think I've seen more and more written about it in the last year than I had in the 40 years since it was made. The Swimmer is about a guy who swims in the neighborhood pools. Exactly right. And it touched me. It made me cry. It made me cry because he didn't know. He didn't know he was on. I'm not going to cry thinking about it, but there was something really meaningful about it. Based on a short story by John Cleaver. Is that the guy's name? John Cheever. What's the guy's name? Chocolate rots your bones. Yes, it does. Well, carbs rot your bones. And the reason your teeth rot is because you're eating short, not because you've got stuff on your teeth. And brushing your teeth doesn't really help. Lewis has 2 pounds of hidden chocolate in the bank box. I don't think I do. I don't have any chocolate here. And I've eaten all the chocolate that was left here. I always feel hungry after streams, Lewis Schaffer. Sorry about that. Well, that's why we're working on. That's why at the Lewis Schaffer Fat Club. Right? John Cheever, exactly. Lucy is like a wealth of information, which I appreciate. Holding the mic today, Lewis. You're channeling your Elvis. Raise your hand, Elvis. Can you hear this? Is this good? Okay, The Swimmer came out on Blu-ray last year in great high definition presentation. Maybe that's why it's making all the news. Lewis, when are you on GB News? Here's the good news. I'm on GB News tomorrow, which is Thursday. I'm on with my girlfriend. Sorry, Lucy and Joodles and whoever and all the girls who have crushes on me. With Anna. I'm on there. They've decided I'm working out, so we're gonna have him back. So that's tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I'm going to be like the funny guy. Thursday. That's tomorrow. What did I say? Thursday. Hi, Carrie. Woohoo. May I leave Simon Evans early? No, stay for Simon Evans. You can watch me on repeat. Didn't Lucy prefer Russ? Yes, but women can make a mistake, and maybe she'll say she's sorry. And wasn't I that song? Save me, leave a light on in heaven for me. I don't know how the words go. I told you GB News would phone you. Yes, you did. I appreciate that. So I've been on the air 2 or 3 times since I was fired. So that's really good news. Does anybody else have good news? I want to hear some good news from you people. Not that I care about you people. Can you tell that I don't care? Can you tell? I don't really care, but I like the idea. I mean, I think you're listening to me. I should be grateful. That's what Lewis Schaffer is all about, being grateful. I'm grateful to Russ Maneve. Russ Maneve has been an amazing friend. It's your birthday today, Nonstick Nick. It's your birthday. Nonstick Nick is young. He's 52 years old today. Is that right? Afternoon, late again, sorting tickets to Canada to see family. And I've got a music gig. That's so good, Paul. So big round of applause for Paul Morris. 1 year out. Are you 51? Did I remember your birthday? Nonstick Nick. I should write down all this stuff. That's amazing. Happy birthday to Nonstick Nick. It's actually not your birthday. It's your birth date. You were born 50 years ago, which is 19, whatever that is. Am I right? You say, this is my birthday. No, I'm not. Well, I'm kind of born today. We're all born today. We all have a second chance at being great. You know, do we not, Russ Maneve? Russ Maneve's back in New York now. What do you think about the election, Russ Maneve? We want to talk about Russ Maneve about that. But people's birthday, today is the anniversary of your birth, Nonstick Nick, of the birth date. You were born on the 25th of June, 70, whatever date it was. Did you see the end of PC Late Night Extra? I was in tears. It was hilarious. I didn't see it. No. Which one? The one that I was on? I don't want to hear about other people being on it and funny. I share it with Ricky Gervais and the late George Michael. Also the anniversary of Michael Jackson's demise. Yeah, that's sad. I'm a bit sad about Michael Jackson's demise. I loved headliners, but I think the 11 o'clock with Patrick can work if they just let things go a little bit more informal and a little bit more Lewis at 11. Yeah, maybe I should be on the show every night. Whatever, 3 nights a week or something, 4 nights. Okay, yeah. Okay. I was in the park today, and this is according to Jay Evans. I was in the park today, and a blue bird, shit on me, still waiting. You're still waiting for good luck. Why? Is that something good? Is that something good? You'll have good luck. When is your birthday? It's Nonstick Nick's birthday. Happy birthday, Nick, says Kinsey. I love that name, Kinsey. I got through the whole day without anything terrible happening. I celebrate that. Yeah. What, is today over or you at work? It was informal last night. Well, maybe that's what they're thinking. We need more Lewis for informality. Lewis at 11 sounds good. It's phonetic. Lewis at 11. No, it's not phonetic, but it could be. I actually wrote a phonics book if you're interested in that. Okay. I think the wacko might have been innocent. You want to know something, Lucy? Yeah. And I'll tell you something. This is the Lewis Schaffer's change. He might have been innocent. He might have been innocent. He was just, he might have been innocent. He might have been. I mean, he did pay somebody off, but then again, you had to pay, He might have been. Who thinks that Michael Jackson was possibly? We can't be sure if he was innocent, but you've got an April birthday, Jay Evans. They had a therapist talking on X about prescriptions. Yeah, but why is that? Okay. Wow, Lewis, your viewers are increasing beautifully. Yeah, they're getting fat. Is that what you mean? Spring starch. They're getting fat. Kinsey has a July birthday for me. Jackson wasn't innocent, in my opinion. Well, is anybody innocent? No one's really innocent. No one's innocent. He didn't hang out with girls. You notice that, so that's a bit of a sign. But, I mean, he did a horrible thing to Paul McCartney. You know what he did to Paul McCartney? Okay. Did someone say fat? Yes, Big Steve is fat. Don't be proud of it, Steve. You're losing weight. Who's lost any weight since the last time they came on the show? Everybody state, I lost about 300 grams yesterday. You're on the up. We're on. Let's get on the down. Everybody, let's get thinner and thinner and thinner. It'll be so beautiful. You'll be so beautiful. You'll walk down the street. It says, wow, you're so slender and beautiful. I bet you love Lewis Schaffer. And you go, yeah, that's amazing. How did you know that? Because that's all Lewis Schaffer talks about. Imagine growing up in that family in front of hundreds of millions. He had no birthday, no Xmas. Oh, you're thinking about Michael Jackson. Yeah, he had a very hard life, but it seemed like he really enjoyed it. Claire C. is very slender. That's good. Yes, he tricked McCarthy. Didn't he get the rights to his music? To McCartney said, hey, you should invest in people's music. And then he bought Paul McCartney's music. It's like that wasn't nice. And, not that I'm a huge fan of Paul McCartney. I mean, there's something not quite right about him, but that doesn't mean he's evil. And, I like John Lennon more, but there's something wrong with John Lennon. Basically, he was mean to his kid, Julian. Let's make the government a pimp. Brilliant. What does that mean? Who's reading that? Everybody. Okay. So your James's S is down from 164 to 160. That's 4 pounds. That's almost 2 kilos. That's amazing, James S. And Joey Earls has an August birthday coming up. You have to more fool McCartney. No, you trust people. I'm trusting you people. We trust people. Alan Williams is 50 years old. Are you 50 years? Are you talking about somebody else? Jackson got rid of. So they killed him. You're saying they killed him. They pissed off powerful interests. Yeah, it could be. People they're killing people daily. Why didn't Paul McCartney buy his own songs instead of blaming Jacko? Yes, maybe that was the thing. Why did he blame Jacko for this thing? There's something. Paul McCartney is not. I like the really open people. But how could you be open in Paul McCartney? He was relentlessly hardworking. If it wasn't for him, there would be no Beatles. Do you think that the thing could have been done with just John Lennon? No. I'm not saying it was all Paul McCartney. Do you agree with me about Paul McCartney? I mean, there are lots of really bad Paul McCartney songs, but lots of great ones too. And they're the soundtrack of my childhood. Remember how old I am. So I was 18 years old in 1975. In 1970, I was 13. In 1967, I was 10. You feel sorry for Bubbles. Yeah, well, Bubbles. I can't believe anybody would even hang out with a chimpanzee. You always hear the horrible stories about the people who are basically destroyed by Bubbles, by chimpanzees. They're 10 times stronger than humans. Michael Jackson brought the Sony rights and earned royalties from everyone, including Jay-Z and Beyonce. Very astute. Yeah, well, look, I tell you something about Jay-Z and Beyonce. They should No More Lonely Nights. Beyonce, they should have known that. No More Lonely Nights. Was that from that Give My Regards to Broad Street, that album, Lucy, that movie that he made? There would be no Thomas the Tank Engine animated series without Ringo. I think he came late. He wasn't the first one, but yeah, he was great. Ringo, it's so funny about Ringo. He's really become a star. People now like him. Before he was like the worst Beatles. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time. Or is it I love you all the time, Lucy? Wanderlust, some really amazing songs. And those are the songs that came after the Beatles. They love ripping faces off. Yeah. Thank you, Russ, for bringing the show completely down. I really appreciate that. I loved Ringo in the movie Caveman. I didn't see it. Some of those songs that Ringo did were amazing, but they were written by what's his name? By George Harrison, who you got to give a round of applause to. Was Harrison a better songwriter? I'm not sure. What did I just hear someone said about John Lennon? Or was it said, is that artists ship? I think that's what he said. He basically held on to stuff. George is my favorite Beatle. Maybe. There's some really great songs. He put on a 3-record set just to show that he had songs. What's your favorite Beatles song? Oh, God. There was one by George, I don't remember what my favorite Beatles song is. Oh, I wish I could remember all of this. I want to apologize to you people. I'll have to look it up. Let me look it up. Oh my God, I can't even remember. But it was one of the last songs that George wrote for the Beatles. I prefer the Beach Boys. Beach Boys, everybody, big shout out for the Beach Boys too. The Beach Boys, I can't believe it's like 60 years ago. Yes, it is. 1970 is 50 5 years ago. That is amazing. Thank you. What's your favorite Beatles song? Remember, everyone, if you ask Lewis Schaffer a question, you have to have the answer for yourself, okay? You have to say, what's your favorite Beatles song? And you got to be able to say it. Am I right? Do you agree with this, viewers? 52 viewers. We're doing great. Harrison funded the Python films. And Withnell, yes, he spent his own money. He didn't even have enough money then. Now he'd be a multi-billionaire, you know. He married, I think, a Puerto Rican girl from New York, like they all do, who worked in the, I don't know what happened, but he married somebody. He fell in love with her. Sgt. Pepper is one of the greatest albums ever. Yes. While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Harrison. Yes. 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 A few of the greatest songs ever. Okay. We're not going to talk about Metallica, though I saw the documentary they made about him, and very interesting. Very interesting. That's 40 years ago, so you're also old, Maltese Phil. Do they have electricity down there in Malta? Go visit Maltese Phil. I discovered Billy Preston recently. He's amazing, yes. And they invited him on for who saw that documentary, which was so well done. Here Comes the Sun, which is the number one Beatles, Slumbert, the number one Beatles song. Number one Beatles song on Spotify. That's the number one listened to song. I wouldn't have guessed that. Okay. We have electricity and sometimes running water in Malta. Yeah, it's a very dry island there. It's right near, it's in between Sicily. Okay, Harrison could read music. Is that true? Is that true? I didn't know that. Lucy, hard to pick one. I've Just Seen a Face. Yeah, is that your favorite Beatles song? I Just Seen a Face and da 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 da. I think that's a song, or is that the Monkey song? I don't know. Hey, it was suggested right before my son went off today that if you have a video you want me to watch that's not an audio video one, just put it down the bottom and I'll copy it if I can. I'll try to copy it. And I'll see if I can play it. Okay, Leslie says, I'm going to see Carl Cox at Brighton Beach next month with my daughter. Who is Carl Cox? I've never heard of him. I ate a lot of rabbits in Malta. I think I ate rabbits too, but I don't, yes, I ate it, and it has a bit too many bones. And, okay. Who is Carl Cox? Is it DJ lessons? Have fun, Leslie. He's a house techno. Well, they have a lot of them down there, don't they? In Brighton Beach. What's his name lives there? What's the guy's name? The great DJ lives there. I ate a lot of rabbits. Okay. Harrison could read music. I don't know if that's true. I'd have to Google that. Yeah, Billy Preston, gotta get down in circles. Billy Preston, that was also my time. Revolver, that was a great album. The Beatles were Fat Boy Slim, that's right, he's from Brighton, thank you. At least you're listening. Have you lost any weight? Alex Swanborough, Fat Boy Slim, yes, thank you. I'm drinking iced tea. I had a cup of coffee this morning. Rabbits have too many bones, but good protein content. I'm not concerned about protein. I do eat protein. I'm concerned about fat. And I'm concerned about what kind of protein. I like big red meat. Red meat. She came in through that whole thing, the, whatever it's called, the medley, which John Lennon didn't like, but I listened to that more. That's one of the most popular songs in my mind. Yeah. The hardest thing about roller skating in Brighton's seafront, coming out to your parents. Yeah. I like Brighton a lot. I like all the beach towns. We could talk about that. Simon Evans was on Nick Dixon's show this week. The first 5 minutes were about headliners. And what did he say? Did he blame Lewis Schaffer? Did he give Lewis Schaffer credit? Who did he blame? Who did he blame? I'm not blaming anybody anymore. We're all good. Can you hear me? I've got the microphone. Is it too close? Okay. So what are you saying, Galactus? Can it be lesbians, or is it at the naughty category? Macca couldn't read music. No, he couldn't read music, but he was like amazing. You would think he would learn to read music. The person who I have the most respect for is Mick Jagger, for learning to play Learning to play. Lots of wild rabbits in Caithness. Can't catch them. Yeah, there's rabbits everywhere. Everywhere you're reading about rabbits. Patrick was talking about you yesterday. He liked you. Well, good. I'm glad he likes me because I liked him. Nancy Springate, too. That's what Jay Evans said. Thank you, Jay. Fancy sound with a fancy mic. Yeah, I've got the mic in my hand. I'll put it up here so you can see. It is quite heavy. It's metal. It's metal. It cost me 70 pounds, 75 pounds used. It's by, I forget the company. That it's a bit dark in here, so I can't really see. I'm gonna put my eyeglasses on in order to maybe see what the brand is. Like, it doesn't even say what the brand is. I can't even read the brand. Okay. So Patrick was talking about me. Thank you very much, Patrick. He's a good guy, basically. Everybody is a good guy. Even people I hate. There are very few of them that they do bad things. Given the death of love, we should all get AI companions. I tested one, and it was creepy. Yeah, no, I'm not wearing eyeglasses, Judel. Sorry. No, not very eyeglasses. Yeah, how do you say it? Spectacles? What do you say, Andrew Graham? Yeah, well, I have. That's where my kink comes in. I like a bit of fantasy with not real people. Not real people. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That's the thing. I don't want to let them down. Frank Zappa played with Lennon. Believe we are only in it for the money. Was about the Beatles. Is that one of the songs that he said? Well, he said that John Lennon stole his song. You don't want to know everything about it. That's why I'm telling you everything horrible that I am. But you don't want to see that because John Lennon's tries to come across as a great guy. And he wore glasses too, right? Glasses. Eye is extraneous. No, because here's a glass. Here's a glass. They're not eyeglasses. Here's a glass. If I have two of them, they're glasses, but they're not eyeglasses. The Tin Man, good tune. America, that's the band. Yeah, I just saw a little thing about them. They were really good. Guess who's coming in? Come in and sit down, Carnegie.
What is this?
We're on the air. Everybody, please welcome. Come sit down. Who gave you that, Carnegie? Some guy. Can you hear my son? Everybody, say hello to my son. I think you're gonna have to move super close to me.
Oh God.
Move super close.
Has Columbus been?
You've been smoking cigarettes. Apologize. So don't talk, anybody, because I'm not going to read, but we'll have plenty of time for you to talk. Your smell of cigarettes is not attractive. Wearing my glasses.
How many people do you have on here?
We have 50 people watching live. Is that good?
That is pretty good.
We had 75 on Sunday, but it was a Sunday. Zappa eats your greens. Okay, this is Lewis Schaffer's son. He doesn't look. Wait, maybe you. How can we get a better thing here?
This is hello everyone.
Hello, come move in because they can't see how huge you are. You're quite large.
I'm not that big.
You are big. You're 6'2" or 6'1". How tall are you?
What are you talking
about?
Don't
be
then?
Here. Move closer to me.
I'm good here.
Are you good here? This is a son. He looks a lot like me. He doesn't look that good because he cut his hair off. He should enjoy his hair while you have it. He's growing a beard. I think
I would like to live in a room with loads of rabbits hopping all over the place.
Carnegie. This is Carnegie. Say hello, Carnegie.
That's right.
Or would this prevent you from sleeping? Yes, it would prevent me.
I hardly sleep anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
You're a bad sleeper. Are you a bad sleeper?
I am a bad sleeper. What have you been talking about?
We've been talking about the Beatles, who you're not quite into. Move away. Move an inch over.
What are you talking about?
Move
this
away.
This is so funny.
He's got very strong eyes. I should find that video, the image. Remember the one where you look like me.
Yeah, you did the app thing.
Yeah, I did the face app thing. Let me just say it. So your name is Carnegie. How do you pronounce your name?
Carnegie. That's my name. Carnegie. Because we're American.
Not because we're American, because it was actually your mother who thought of this name.
Was it?
Well, I thought I wanted.
You said there was a joke that Mum made.
What, the name?
Yeah, the name. Or Mac. Was Mac?
Mac. That's also. Don't give your real name to these people. They're horrible. They might do something horrible. Hello, Carnegie. What a handsome man with a wonderful smile. Be careful. We'll come and visit you. She lives up in the bar. We're at school. She lives there in Peekskill, so we can stop by there.
How do you have so many people watching you?
I don't know. Why do so many people watch? I love that your son joins you on the show. Yeah.
Has Columbus?
No, because my son is called Mac. Well,
Who's this?
This is he wants to be my other son, I think, Mr. Croxton.
But who's
Lewis? You made a great looking guy. You know what it is? I hate to say it. You should see the mother. The mother's beautiful. So you got to give.
I got my mum's dick as well.
Yeah, and your mom's dick. You got to move over because we.
I'm
can't see your
good.
face.
Relax.
No, move over.
I'm good. I'm good.
Move over. I don't know. Come this way towards me.
People like
this way
Lewis.
towards me,
That's
yeah.
surprising, Andrew. That's surprising.
It is surprising that people like me because you should see what my ex-girlfriend just said about me just today. Really bad stuff.
What did she say?
She said that people don't like me. I didn't read the entire thing, but she doesn't. We love him. But so your name is Carnegie. This is what happened with your name. I wanted my mother, your grandmother, wanted to name you Rory.
Oh, Rory.
And Rory's a good name.
Rory's a terrible name.
No, we have people named Rory. Don't say that.
Oh, sorry to any Rorys.
They're all
like
good
that.
names, right? Sons, you have 3 sons, 23, 25, and 16. They could play with my kids. My kids are 24 and
Any girls and any single.
any girls, any single. Who's saying that?
Rory Stewart Schaffer.
Rory Stewart. So yeah. So name the kid Rory, right? And I said no, and I said we should name him Einstein, because I'd just been watching some Einstein videos, and
No, Dad.
and I didn't realize that Einstein was used. Move over this way.
Oh my Dad, you're
Move over
It's
this way.
fine.
See, look in the thing.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
No, you're in the wrong way. Come.
Then tell me to come this way.
Well,
you move up.
Figure out how to move.
I mean, they can see me. That's
Move closer to here. Is it?
They can see me. It
They
doesn't
can't.
matter.
You're being blocked by the face thing.
Have you gotten any donations?
Yes. Have we got any donations? No donations.
No one wants to.
No one does, because your brother's going to set it up, but he hasn't set it up. So funny. It is pretty funny. Anyway, so
This is a midlife crisis.
so your mother suggested Columbus.
Yeah.
Okay. And then and I thought, oh, okay, Columbus. And then when you were born, she suggested Carnegie. Why did she suggest?
Why
Carnegie?
did she suggest that?
You tell me why.
I got bullied throughout school for it.
You did. I don't believe you did. Did you really get bullied?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Well, they
course.
just made nicknames, but kids are kids.
But were you
I don't
ever
cope.
hit? Were you ever hit by anybody?
You hit me a few times.
No, of course I hit you because we're Americans. I never hit you. I smacked you. But,
Same
but were you
thing.
ever hit at school? At the school you went to?
Someone threw a swing at me, and I ducked it.
Oh, okay. So that's good then. You're lucky. If Lewis gets a child now, he would call it no carbs. Yeah, could do that. But the point, I'm not reading any of the thing because I'm talking to my son.
Can multitask.
Can you hear this? I'm wearing the new.
Columbus always got beat.
Here it is. Did he really?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No.
And this school was a very tough inner city school, would you say? It had a reputation.
I had a reputation.
It had a reputation. Where was this school? In Peckham.
In Peckham, yeah.
In Peckham. So he went to Peckham High School.
Wait, whoever's in here,
Yeah.
just say where you're from. It'll be quite interesting to see where
Where are you from?
people are from.
Yeah.
I
So
need to shave as well.
you do need to shave. Yeah, but make sure you take a shower first.
I look
and
like
then
a
shave.
bum at the moment. It's
You
terrible.
do look like a bum. So
Malta? Where's Malta?
Malta is that island I went with Rose. I went down there.
The sound is 5x5. What does Kent Highbury?
What does 5x5 mean, the sound? My internet cut
You
for
got
10
people
minutes.
from all around.
They're all around. This guy's from Salford Keys. That's up in whatchamacallit, in Manchester. Liverpool, Yeovil. That's where the thing. Bagshot.
Where's Walks?
I don't know where Walks is. Was that? I asked you yesterday. Where's Walkshire? Leslie's from Horsham. You know where Horsham is? It's right near Crawley. It's right down south of us. We're right
did
in
not know.
Yorkshire. Kinsey's from London, but live in Northern Ireland. That's bad luck for you. Okay, sorry. No, that's horrible. Paul Morris. I don't know whether you've met him, but Thurrock.
Have I met Paul Morris? I think I met Paul.
Warwickshire is Warks. I didn't know that.
Is that Turkey or
Turkey. Yeah.
Turkey.
I was thinking about how is Turkey doing economically. We'll find out. Zaina, welcome to the show, Zaina. I think this is your first time on the show. Or is it Zena? Is it Zena? I knew a Zena at college. who became a very
Are you
successful...
writing? You're writing names, Zena. You get your name is written on the
There
thing.
you go. At Mark Thorosian. He's half Armenian, and he lives in Essex. Do you know where
This
Armenia...
is so funny.
Do you know where Armenia is?
Armenia, no.
Armenia is...
I'm a bit of a retard.
Yeah, it's in a bit of a jam. That's where it is. Simon is in Caithness, but he's from Bermondsey, so he moved up to Scotland, up to Caithness. That's how to say Turkey correctly. How do you...
Zena.
Okay? It's pronounced Zena. Zena. I knew a girl named Zena Parkins. Have you heard about her? Years ago when I was at school. I'm from Northern Ireland. No, you don't live. You don't live in London. You do not live in London. Oh, she's just saying that just to make me scared. She's going to come knocking on my door. Or I'm going to go knocking on her door because that's the girl who I've never seen what she looks like. No, but she's very
you know
good.
her. She's very good at what she does.
I feel like I know her. I like
She's
her.
good at what she does.
Yeah. Joodles is in Lincoln, but she's from Northern Ireland. People move around so much. All the names of women are written down and their heights and weights. Make of that what you will. And the guys, too, not all the women. I don't write.
Wait, I'm curious. How do you guys know about Lewis?
Yeah.
This wonderful misogynist.
I'm not.
You are misogynist.
Thank you very much. Zena Parkins. How do I know about Zena Parkins, Paul Morris? She went to school with me. She went to school. She was like a year behind me.
GB News.
Did your father tell you about all the years in the swinger club?
I don't get that joke.
A swinger club.
Is that like the Mile High Club?
Yeah, the different swing.
But for gay people.
We're not going to discuss it. Headliners. They know from headliners. How do you know me? From headliners. Since Comedy Unleashed, headliners. I made a lot of new friends. You notice there's Free Speech Nation, GB News. All my old friends are no longer my friends. Right?
I saw Lisa today.
Today in the street? Where?
In the park.
Was she nice to you?
She was, but it was kind of like she was speaking to me like she hated you.
Yes.
But like she has to be nice to me.
I don't even know why she thinks that, but she does. Swinging is wife swapping. Swinging is what they used to do. You don't even need to swing anymore.
They just swap anyway.
You just call people up on Tinder. I'll meet you there. Thank you, Claire. Swinging is wife swapping. Raspberry jam is the best on buttered toast. We're not discussing that. Anyway. So, yeah, I've got better friends. All my leftist friends.
They left you.
They left me. Didn't they leave me? They left me because...
Dad, I was close to leaving you, to be honest.
Wow, why were you close to leaving?
You're just a bit of a schmuck.
I'm a bit of a schmuck. There's my son.
Just a bit,
I know
though.
Zena
You're
from
like,
New York City bands such as Skeleton Crew, Small One World or what?
You're the Lord of Chaos.
Well, you got to have a name. You got to pick a name. It's not that small anyway.
That's a pretty good name, to be honest.
Lewis is my favorite Z-list celebrity, says Mark. Would you say that I'm Z-list?
You're not even on the alphabet.
No, I'm not. I'm the end.
You're something else.
I'm the Lord of Chaos. Thank you very much. So you didn't have work today. You got work tomorrow.
Yeah.
You've worked.
Back at this work.
Work.
I don't want to go to work.
But isn't it better? You make money when you're there.
Yeah, but it's just a bunch of bullshit.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Who is Carnegie looks like Taylor Lautner? Who is that?
Taylor Lautner.
Okay. Well,
wait, hold on.
We're looking up what Taylor Lautner is. What do you do? He's works in the entertainment industry. Lewis Schaffer is my favorite influencer. I don't know how favorite. Carnegie looks a lot like...
Oh, my days.
Is that who you look like?
Yeah, I do.
Is that who he is? He's
That's
good looking.
so funny.
Do you look
Wait, it looks like Nicholas Holt.
Look up who Nicholas Holt is. Lucy. Oh, that's Carnegie. What? That's Carnegie. That's my son. I don't know if I should introduce you to the people.
Nicholas Holt?
What does he look like?
This does not look like me.
Because you're young.
That is not me. That could be me.
No, he's not.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Are we allowed to swear?
No swearing.
I'll fucking take it.
No, do not swear. We're sorry for that. Because then they can hear this. It's better. Carnegie could be the new Jamie from Rogan. You know who Jamie is? The guy who says, "Can you please look this up for me? Can you please look this up?" You know, on the Joe Rogan show. You ever watch the Joe Rogan show?
Oh.
Where he says, "Oh, that's interesting. Can you please look it up?"
Eddie Murphy.
You look a lot like Eddie Murphy.
That's the best one, yeah.
No.
You got the nose
Nicholas
wrong.
Holt looks like GB News Charlie Peters in that photograph. What photograph is that? I don't know. Anyway, so that's where you got your name from. So do you like your name now, Carnegie?
Well, I have to. There's no point in hating your name.
Well, if you don't like it, you could change it. People change.
It's a bit
their name.
retarded to hate your name.
Do you like your sex? Would you like to be a girl?
Ooh, less accountability.
Yes. don't joke about that. That's a joke.
Sorry.
That's a joke. Lucy's going to hate you for saying something like that. He's
Sorry,
been
Lucy.
watching Andrew Tate. He's been watching Lewis Schaffer.
All right.
Right. I've never heard that name before. No, it's like Carnegie, like Carnegie Hall in New York. Carnegie.
Peace, Jay.
Yeah. Peace. So that's that. So your mother came up with this name, and I said that's a brilliant name, and then she divorced me, and it was all bad. It was all bad because I didn't love your mother as much as I should have.
She divorced you because you weren't funny.
Probably if I'd been rich, she wouldn't have divorced me that soon.
God, Dad, what was the idea of like making this whole thing?
Making what thing?
This.
This live stream.
Yeah, the live stream. Is it because you got fired and
Yes,
you just
of course it is. Of course it is. Go in the center. Try to put your head right there. See if you. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Let them see how beautiful you are. Let them see how beautiful. Yeah, you've been fired. Have you been fired from a job?
No, I've been fired from a job, but I haven't been fired.
What does that mean? They lied to you in a nice way because you're big. Okay.
He does need attention.
Lewis has been given medical, physics, and microbiology advice. Why did Carnegie get all the good genes? Because I said your mother's beautiful. Is she not beautiful? She's beautiful.
Yeah, I got it from my mum's side.
From the mom's side, she's really
You should see
beautiful.
Columbus. Oh, wow.
He's not bad looking, but he's fat.
Say it with more conviction.
He's fat. He's fat. Who needs attention? Do I need attention? Do you
You're
think I
a
need
full-on narcissist, Dad. Of course.
Do you think I am?
Yes, you're definitely.
I'm a full-on narcissist, and these people, 54 viewers, and these people are so nice.
They sound it. They sound like...
They're all nice. And people say, "Don't you get any like hecklers? Don't you get people saying bad things on the?" And they never do.
Start saying bad.
I need constant attention. I do. I need constant attention. Can we skip Lewis on the show here on the Carnegie? Well, maybe it'll happen. Well, yeah. Someday you'll do your own show. Should you do your own show?
Maybe. My friends keep telling me to do like live streaming and stuff.
Because you're basically
I'm a bit autistic.
A joker. You're a joker and a comedian.
A bit of a joker. I'm a bit of a joker.
A bit of a joker. Yeah. A bit
53,
of a joker.
we lost one.
Don't mention how many people. I always do that. Don't mention how many people are watching. I don't care if there's even one person. I'm happy. My chum phones me at 5 p.m. every night, and I put her off because I know Lewis needs the attention more. Thank you, viewers. Yeah, the Schaffer Show is about paying. Let's pay attention to Lewis Schaffer.
What did you call this one?
I call this Lewis Schaffer Uncooked, as opposed to Lewis Schaffer Raw.
But you're cooked.
I am cooked.
You're so cooked.
That maybe should be a better title, Lewis Schaffer
I
Cooked.
should interview you, someone said.
Yeah. I enjoy hearing the medical and nutrition advice.
Give me your pen. Give me a pen.
Write it on this thing here. Write it on this thing.
So, did the narcissism start when your mother didn't give you enough attention?
Yes, of course. Of course.
Okay,
yes.
right.
Don't write there because I'm keeping a list of all. You can write anyway. Yes. But isn't that the truth?
I love raw meat.
I love raw meat. Do you eat raw meat?
I used to be like, what the fuck? And then I had it. Oh, my
Don't
God.
cursing, please.
Sorry, no
Okay,
cursing.
because
No
you're going to go on a
cursing.
TV show, you're going to curse. Yeah, you used to, and then I basically,
so.
You started to eat raw meat, and I stopped, and then I took it up again because yeah.
It's just sometimes when I start cooking at night, you just get so pissed off. And then you just come with your mouth thing that you put on.
Yeah, what is my mouth thing?
And you go,
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking,
because
I need to eat.
I put tape on, so you don't need to cook it. You can eat it raw.
You can eat it, yeah, so I started eating raw.
And we live in is this a small flat? It's a small flat.
This flat is the worst flat you will ever be in.
But wouldn't it be worse
This,
to live?
no, this is the worst flat
Why
you will
is
ever,
this the
this is the worst.
Why?
We got ants just crawling everywhere. Ants crawling everywhere.
Yeah,
Half
they're
the
ants.
floor's gone.
Yeah. Right. But
You know what? It's lovely, Dad. Thank you.
it is lovely. We can go back with your mother.
No, I don't know. I don't want to
No,
go back to
we
them.
have ants. We have Argentinian burrowing ants.
Argentinian.
Yes, and they're spreading all across
Those
Britain.
damn immigrants.
Yes, exactly, and they're keeping to their culture here.
Joking.
Because if you took an Argentinian ant from here and you went to the other colonies, and one's in Argentina and one's in Japan, one's in California. What am I smell?
No, he says, "How do you smell?" He smells surprisingly well.
Yeah, and anyway, flying ants in Bristol today. Yeah, very scary. Okay, let's see if has anybody said anything here on the list. So
You can scroll up if you miss some.
I know, but I can't figure out how to write it. It's not.
What do you mean write it?
Well, do you see? There's nothing. There's no place to write.
Go down to the bottom. Go down to the bottom. What do you mean no place? Yeah, because you can't write. I mean, you might be able to.
Where I am here, there are no ants. There's only ants in the bathroom and less ants, and there are less ants in the kitchen because we try to keep things as clean as we can. But the whole building has ants. Everyone knows this building has ants. How does your dad smell? How do I smell? Yeah, maybe you could probably benefit by wearing glasses. You look.
I look good, but
We can't. Actually, the ants are like toxic or something, so they've called in Southern Council to do it. So these are not like regular ants you can eat, like in the ants. Where are you from, Zena? Zena, and how old are you? Are you? Let me see. Let's see. I can't see what Zena looks like.
oh yeah, I'm 22.
He's 22 years old, and you've just begun your life, and you can go anywhere in the world.
Dad, why do you have the?
I
Look what
found
book he,
that.
look what book he has. Wait.
Yeah. Did we ever read that? I don't think we ever read that.
How
together.
to win friends and influence people. You
Yeah.
need all the help you can get, to be honest.
I think so too. I think we all need all the help. Well, what is my worst quality? You're half Malaysian, but live in Cheshire. That's proper. You're probably very beautiful. The Malaysians are beautiful women, and when you mix a Malaysian with a good person, that was a joke. It was a joke. When you mix a
It's
Malaysian,
not a joke.
there are some groups of people. If you mix a Malaysian, if you mix them with groups, some people, if you mix them, they don't turn out that good. But the Malaysians are great. That's my racism. Carnegie could benefit from
Immigrants.
wearing glasses,
That's
and we
right.
all have to abandon
Sorry, that's really funny.
ours. No, he would benefit because there is a certain type of person, because they're big and really good looking. They put them in glasses, and they become better looking because people say, "I want to take the glasses off and see what you look like," whatever. But like,
I look both.
I look worse when I wear glasses. I look like a Jewish guy
You
wearing.
look so Jewish.
Yes, I look Jewish.
You look like a Jew.
So Zena
How do you feel, Dad?
is 5'5" at 54 kilograms, and you eat carbs. Well, the answer is no. I look like a
the
Jewish
answer is
accountant.
you're gonna
Zena
die young.
is 5'5", and she's 54 kg, which is that's along what Claire weighs, and she's half Malaysian. I'm writing this all down. I shouldn't write this down. I just pretend that I know you all. Who thought you trained your eyes? Yeah, because I've been saying people I train my eyes. We noticed our daughter had ants when her dog seemed to be walking on his back. Is that a true story? I don't know what that means.
We noticed our daughter had ants
Yeah.
when. Oh.
Now Lucy says, "Good Lord, to who? We're in a stream with over 50 people. We have to be careful." Carnegie roasting Lewis is epic. He does. Am I roastable?
You are completely roastable.
I'm completely roastable. Do you respect somebody who isn't roastable?
Yeah, a bit.
You want them not to be roastable.
Well, not being able to roast them means they have a level of,
Protection.
I
What?
know that. Are you just?
I'm asking you
You're
to
sugar
think.
blowing it.
I'm asking you to think. Anyway,
I can't think. I'm not good at.
was
Thinking.
a TV show years ago. What was a TV show? I don't know what's happening. Anyway, so you're
This is
22.
chaotic.
You're 22.
Yes, I'm
right?
22.
22. And do you want to go to America? Have you
Actually, recently, no.
Recently, no. Well, you got a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever you've got.
No, it's just all this war stuff. There's going to be World War III over there, and it's just not going to be.
I think it's going to be here a lot sooner. Remember, we're a lot sooner. They'll be able to reach us with missiles, the Russians, whatever, the Ukrainians, whoever's going to attack us.
It's all going to come from all sides.
Yeah, right. So America could be better. And you can go from America, you can go down to Colombia and Venezuela, and you go to those places. We're here for the chaos. Twilight Zone, Rod Sterling, great show. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, Xena with an X, but she's spelling it here with a Z. Play the Nick Dixon video with Simon. Send me the link and I'll put it up there. Play that. Yeah, that's good. I want to hear what they have to say about it. First in the war. The point is, God bless America. God bless Israel for taking out Iran. God bless them.
God bless Israel. No war.
No, you have to have war when someone's attacking you.
These stupid people. Both sides are stupid.
No, we're fighting for ourselves. I'm sorry. Joe Biden will come to save us all. Yeah, he's from Turkey. You're from Turkey, right? Joe Biden. Just put the link, Shanks, in there. So do you have any dream of going to any other countries? You know, your father went to 40 countries by the time I was 30 years old.
Well done, Dad. Yeah. Well done.
It's a good thing.
I know. We're thinking of going South Albania next month.
Albania, you're going to go?
Yeah, South Albania.
With who? Who are you going?
Jacob and Ethan, yeah.
Oh, that sounds so great, yeah.
We were going to go Portugal, but then that kind of flopped.
That's really good. That's really good.
Just have a few
Don't spend too much money. God bless America. Thank you. Exactly. Legoland, 40 different countries, tax avoidance. No, I just thought if you go to different countries and you come back and say, I've just been to Albania, they go, ooh. But they won't do that. I'm sorry.
They will do that.
They won't do it. They won't do it. Go visit Iceland, Carnegie.
Iceland seems nice. I want to visit like a volcano, a volcano, you know that?
A volcano.
Do they have them in Iceland?
They have volcanoes. One of those.
Well, no, those like bits where it's like the volcano like spews over into like a
flow,
flat.
Lava flow.
Yeah.
You could do that, but those are cool. You need money to avoid tax. That's totally true. Do I have any money?
Not really.
What do you mean, not really?
Well, Dad, look at yourself.
Yeah, I don't think I have money at all. How could you say that it's like not real?
Money isn't real.
Money is not real. Yeah, that is true. That's true. That's what Godus says, the guy that I follow.
Just
he says,
if you're good in here and if you have a strong will, you can get it for anything.
Why won't people can't post a link in the YouTube chat? People need to send vids to your Twitter, or they need to find them. Send a tweet to my Twitter. Yeah, send it there.
Is this what you're going to do for the rest of your days, Dad?
Well, how many days left? How healthy do you think that I am?
You seem pretty healthy.
I seem pretty healthy.
I seem pretty.
The decline of Britain, Simon Evans. Weird how a lack of money is real. Money isn't real, but a lack of money is real. Yeah, I mean
3 months.
It's a belief system. It's like I'm going to marry this guy because he believes in Allah. It's not real. Hawaii has an active volcano at the moment, and one in Italy may go super volcano. Mount Etna. You could go down to Italy and see. I'd love to see a volcano too.
I heard a thing that we actually CO2 isn't actually that bad for us.
Well, you know, I don't believe that either. Yeah, it's not that bad for you. We need CO2. The world is getting greener. We need CO2.
The world is not getting greener.
Okay, well, you'll have to check that out. Carnegie, would you Google that for yourself? Is that we need CO2. Plants breathe CO2.
Yes, I know.
And then they grow oxygen
from the CO2.
From the plants.
But we're destroying all the trees, which would just mean that CO2 would just be worse then. If we're destroying all the trees, then there would be less trees to take in the CO2.
Yes, but we're not...
More pollution.
Yes, that's basically true. But we're also letting the trees grow back. But I agree with you. The lamb in Iceland, not the supermarket, is phenomenal. Yeah, I could believe it. The cold lamb, the wool is amazing.
Yeah, but more trees are being trees are being destroyed than
planted. I think it's the other way around. I think the number.
Really?
Yeah, you can Google that. Really? Who wants to Google that? There is global greening going on. We need Carnegie versus Columbus boxing match for charity. Do you box your brother? You don't.
Columbus would win.
Columbus wouldn't win. He wouldn't win. He might sue you. And
that little Jew.
You know. Shh. Sorry. Be nice to each other.
I'm half Jewish, so it's fine.
You're half Jewish, but okay. Okay, is it true about the greening of the world despite deforestation? I think there's less deforestation. Places in Britain, there's more forest now than there was 25 years ago.
See algae.
We're 0.4 thousandth in CO2. If we get to 0.002, everything dies.
Really?
Really, but we're not going to do that. Man is not going to do that. And anyway, the CO2 comes from volcanoes. You know, volcanoes.
Does it?
Yes.
Just volcanoes?
A lot of volcanoes. Yeah. And, yeah. Not just volcanoes, but if plants are consuming the extra CO2, then CO2 levels wouldn't be going up every year. They're barely going up. And one of the reasons, they're not really going up because of humans. Think they go up and they go down. There's a million reasons. Agreed on the greening, but trees get cut down to install wind turbines. I know, that's so stupid. Wind turbines are complete, absolute waste. We need
solar.
So no, we don't need solar because then they
good.
Go on the ground.
Yeah, but we have like an infinite source of energy just there to be used.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
We got infinite source of oil in the ground practically. We're not running out. We have to worry about.
Whoa, no, it's not.
What?
The oil is not infinite. That sun is infinite for a couple 100 million billion years.
How do we know? Could end tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you remember Velikovsky? Everybody, if you want to keep up with Velikovsky, and what we're talking about is Velikovsky. It seems like the sun has been there for billions of years, but it could end tomorrow with the electricity, what is it called? The plasmas and the rivers of electricity that are going through the sky. You know how the North Pole has the aurora borealis. You know the lights that come there.
Yeah.
Well, that's the electricity that comes from the sun to us. It basically makes us a sun.
Can we fact check this?
You can fact check it. Even the sun will die, yeah, but it could die in an instant.
Or we're just going to get killed by Russia.
We're not going to get killed by Russia.
Or anyone.
Russia should be.
Someone could just be like, fuck it. Sorry. Someone could just be like, hell, and just put a nuke in London.
Yeah.
In all the major cities.
Yeah. So we could die a million different ways. But the sun will become a red giant in about 5 billion years. No, it could happen tomorrow. It could happen, like it happened with Jupiter. Jupiter or Saturn, those were like planets of the Earth. Not planets, we were planets of Jupiter. And then suddenly the electricity came to us. No swearing. Just say Carnegie, please. No swearing. Just write the words Carnegie. Shanks, about 6 billion years' time. I'll stay in bed that day. Yeah, it's like one of those jokes. So what do you think that people would find interesting about you?
Oh, not much. I don't have anything interesting.
Yeah, no swearing, Carnegie. Even though we probably can swear, but did you lots of girls liked you at the party on Saturday.
Yeah.
They did like you. I'm not going to ask any luck, but they did like him.
Yeah, I got some luck.
And you ladies, I'm sorry, I like an older woman. No to the older ladies.
He likes them younger.
No, that's not true. That is not true. Not true anymore. Not true. Our universe is in a black hole. I don't believe in black holes. Getting Carnegie to get to his dad. Yeah, that's what's happening. You want to. Did you know that do you know where the solar wind ends? It doubles back on itself, and the temperature reaches 5,000 Kelvin. Do you know that where the solar wind ends, it doubles back? No, it's going around all over. It's endless.
How young is viable, Lewis?
How young is who's writing that? How young is viable? Well, right now it's much older than it used to be. Now it's much older.
We've gone to double digits.
Viable in this country is 18, but viable for me is probably how old? How are you making an offer? Great question. No swearing. Okay, what a question. Exactly. Mark knows this. Don't ask that question. He comes from Malta. He comes from Armenia. We got Armenians and Maltese. So
go on, Dad. Go on.
So who's your favorite parent, me or your mother?
You both suck, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you think
I have to say you now, right?
Yeah, of course, because you're living here.
Lewis is my favorite.
What happened with your mom? She didn't have a room for you, or she didn't want you, whatever?
No. I just wanted to move back.
We're not going to talk about it. He was living with his mom. Is the mom's house nice?
It is nice.
It is nice.
Better than this heap of.
It's like an expensive house in Crystal Palace. She's done very well for herself. Your mother, has she done well for herself?
Yeah, well enough.
She's done well enough.
You've just remained a clown.
I know. I basically stopped working. I basically didn't do anything. When I got divorced, I just said I can't work anymore. And then I worked a bit. I did my shows, and then the COVID thing happened, and then all the Me Too. Who would win in a boxing match? Your mom or your dad?
Mum, probably.
Yeah, of course. A woman always would win because she can get away with murder.
If you should, who would you pick? World's most beautiful trans man or 100-year-old woman? Ooh, the world's most beautiful trans man.
Well, it's for what?
Well, the 100-year-old woman, you can't really do anything with that.
First of all, it's a trans woman, not a trans man. Is that a trans man?
Is that a man to woman?
That's a woman to... A trans woman is really a man.
It'd be more gay to pick the 100-year-old woman.
No. No.
Joking.
I mean...
For a night of romance.
Sometimes it's like, it's like saying, would you go 100-year-old woman? You don't know. 100-year-old woman could give you, you want a woman to talk to you.
Well, she does have experience to talk to you.
And she could talk to you, and you get the feelings from women. Men like women. Yeah, she's old. And you know what? But also, you're like a blow-up doll. You don't say to yourself, oh, it's a blow-up doll. You take it for what it is. Carnegie just came out as gay.
It runs in the family.
It runs in the family. He gets it from me. He might be gay.
You're gay, Dad.
I am gay. Do you think I am gay?
You posted on your YouTube channel that you were a woman, like, how many years ago?
Yeah, well, I did a show, too. I am a bit gay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to say goodbye to you right now.
Okay.
And you're going to come back again.
You're going to say bye to me.
I'm going to say goodbye to you.
You're telling me to fuck off.
I'm telling you, you want to just stay here and sit and watch the entire show.
No, I'm going to have a cigarette.
Don't have any cigarettes.
No, I mean, a nice a nice
drink of... look at this. He kisses my head. Look at that. Thank you
Be kind. Be kind.
Be kind to Dad. And big round of applause for Carnegie. Carnegie. It was a bit awkward because I'm just thinking to myself, I'm going to ask you a question and it's going to reveal some horrible information about you or me that we don't need to basically...
You were about to expose me.
I was about to expose you.
Who would you pick?
He's going to go and smoke some haddock.
All right, if you should...
Right, if you should. Who would you pick? World's most beautiful trans man or 100-year-old?
I wish it was a spliff.
The
world's most beautiful trans man, to be honest.
I think you know what?
100-year-old woman. You'd be scared to break her.
Yeah, but it's good to hang out with her. I mean,
you're so old.
Yeah, because I'm old.
All right. Welcome back to the Lewis Show.
Okay, we'll see you later. What is this yours or mine?
What's this? Is this?
Oh, did this come off? Did you come off? There we go.
Love you, Dad.
Okay, I love you. All right, see you later. Big round of applause.
Bye all. Bye all.
Say goodbye to everybody. Them eyes. Look. Let them see how good looking you look. Just go look at the camera. Look at the get close.
All right, I was meant to go. Jesus.
I know they can hear you. They've heard the entire thing.
All right.
Just look into the camera.
I need to shave.
Look at the
I've
eyes.
looked into the camera.
Look into the eyes. He's got goyish eyes. We're great together, Leslie. Thank you very much. The smoking is very bad for you.
Very bad.
It's very bad.
So bad.
It's very, very bad. I don't know. And he's an English kid. He's 22 years old, you know. What do I do to get him to stop smoking? Hugs from chat, Carnegie. Yeah, thank you. They like you. I like him a lot. You can just see. I'm very lucky. What do you want to do? You want to say something? What did you forget? Oh,
my AirPods.
Your AirPods. Round of applause for Carnegie. I mean, do me a favor. Close the door, Carnegie. Yeah. He's a lovely lad. He needs to stop smoking. Yeah, you need to stop smoking. We should take a vote. He needs to stop smoking. Okay. We need to know more about this Me Too thing. I've spoken about it. I shouldn't even... I did a whole show on Edinburgh. In Edinburgh, I did a show about it. After I was Me Too'd, I did a show. And it was considered... I mean... Yeah, it's wrong. You have to be loving to women. That's why... That's what I got from the entire thing. You can't kiss and tell. Anyway. So why do you want to know about that, Lucy? Do you really live in London? You don't really live in London. We make a good double act. Well, he's very similar to me in a way. He's very social and very outgoing. The brother doesn't even want to be on the thing. Doesn't want to be here. So maybe I should put up on Twitter that believe all women. Should we believe all women? You know what? I agree with you. Let's believe all women. You gotta say believe all women, because if you don't, women turn on you. Women who are lying will turn on you. You know who said believe all women? What's her name? Amber Heard. Madeleine McCann's mom. Alex Stein tried to save the big booty Latinas and got nothing but hate. What about Alex Stein? Who is Alex Stein? Lewis, what's happened to the Blackpool show? I was going to book it. I don't know. It got canceled. It could have got canceled because somebody saw it and they wrote a note and they said, did you know that Lewis Schaffer did this or this? Could be that. Did you know that Lewis Schaffer's on GB News? Did you know that Lewis Schaffer has ants in his flat? Who knows what? There's lots of stuff going on, you know. Did you know that Lewis Schaffer did a show with Andrew Lawrence? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? And they say, you know, we don't want any trouble. And that's, I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And I supposedly heard there wasn't enough. Where did you want the microphone? Should the microphone be here? How nice is my son? And I was really worried about him growing up. I wasn't worried about Columbus, but I was worried about him. Laugh out loud. You were missed in Blackpool, Lewis, and shame on you for not mentioning what I didn't do Blackpool. We enjoyed the arcades anyway. It's embarrassing when they have to cancel a show. Your knee looks like a little person's bald head. Can you see this? Can you see the knee right now? Let me see if this goes down. Lewis, have you ever considered rage baiting? What is rage baiting? Genuine irritates me when someone dies and they just say after a short illness. Was that it? Cancer, AIDS, explosive hemorrhoids? Just give us the details. The details is I was told they didn't sell enough tickets and they canceled my show. Maddie McCann's mother. Yeah, Kate McCann. Yeah, I don't trust her. I thought he had a bald midget next to him. It was his knee. Can you see my knee now? I actually had knee surgery. I think, no, the other one. Are you sure that was his knee? That's funny. What is rage baiting? Tool Productions. Are you sure that was his knee? So we got our microphone back. No, I like the details about how people died. I think it's really important. You know, I always Google whenever anybody dies of a young age. That means under 60 or 60 to 70. You find out, did they smoke? Were they a vegan? Were they a vegetarian? Okay, were they an alcoholic? Okay, you've got to find out. But no, so we didn't. I don't know if we sold enough tickets. I haven't done a live stand-up show in months, so I didn't want to go up there. Were they fat? Yeah, you got to find out. Why are they dead? Were they fat? Were they on a high-carb diet? Okay, you know, why? Like when I die, they're going to say he was a carnivore. Well, I've been a carnivore for 6 straight years, right? 2000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for 6 years. What if Usain Bolt got hit by a 16-wheeler? You'd want to know. Hi, John. Welcome to the show. I was at Backyard last night. Hope to see you there one day. Thank you very much. I should be back soon. I hope I'm back soon. I don't think that they hate me. Maybe I should call them. Maybe because I don't really prepare. I haven't really prepared. Like when Paul Morris saw me in London, I was like super prepared. Rage baiting is where you post or say something to provoke a reaction, usually to get more attention or followers. Well, I do that. My knee's bald. Yeah, what happens is as you get older, you get balder and balder. Your hair falls off. Yeah, so you were there last night. Who was there, John? And are you? And what? How much do you weigh? And how tall are you? Okay, how tall are you? And And how tall are you? How much and how fat are you? You're fat. John. This is John. And where are you from? Okay. Early deaths have been common for 4 years. Why? I haven't seen the data. I mean, people who've died early these years. Yeah. Well, when you put in stuff into a person's body, you're going to get sick and die. Yeah, probably. I saw you at the backyard a few months ago. Was I all right then? I mean, I'm maybe not that funny, but I am a little bit straight. It's the jab. Luckily I have not been jabbed. I haven't been jabbed, and I barely wore a mask, so I have not been jabbed. I thought to myself, why do I need a jab if I got COVID? I had COVID once. Why do you need the vaccine once you've gotten it? Getting it is your vaccine. That's the whole point of a vaccine, because it's all, well, Mark Thorson didn't get jabbed either. But if you did get vaccinated, a lot of people that I love did get vaccinated, and I still love them, and you're not an idiot for going along with it. I probably would have gotten vaccinated if I hadn't gotten COVID very early, okay? Like button, yeah, there you go. Thank you, you. Like button, or the whatchamacallit. You were great. I have a photo with you. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Lud. That is really nice. If any of you see me, ask for a photo. It makes me happy. Subscribe and press like. Subscribe. Seriously, hairstyles, Rachel or Leia? Which one do I like? Leia? I don't like the Leia hairstyle. I didn't get the jab, never used a mask, never got COVID. That's why I like Lucy. But I also could like you if you did. If you say to me, Lewis, I got jabbed, I wore a mask, and I regret getting it, and I regret it. And now I'm going to listen to everything that you say, Lewis Schaffer. So a big round of applause for Lucy. When I saw you, you were as prepared as that raw brisket you eat every single time. Well, when you saw me in London, was I prepared? You know, I don't know. Triple jabbed. You're triple jabbed. Okay. I'm not saying it's going to automatically kill everybody. I mean, the things we've done to our bodies for the sake of health over the years is horrible. Lucy, again, I don't know what you're talking about, Lucy. My nan booked a jab for next week. I tried to convince her not to, but alas, unsuccessful. Yeah, people believe in jabs, and she's your nan. So how old is she? They believe. We believed in. I remember. The jabs for cholera. What are the jabs we had for? For polio. We believed in jabs. For measles. We believed in jabs. You mentioned if there's going to be a jab for it. Yeah, go for it. I hate vague obituaries. I do too. If very young, I wonder if it was OD or an overdose or a car crash. If older, if it was cancer, heart disease. Sometimes a hint if they ask for money for charity in lieu of flowers. Why would that be a hint? Did you ever puff on the ganja, Lewis? I think I have to deny it. They might kick me out of the country like they're trying to kick Prince William out of America, Prince Harry out of America. Remember that's something else. I'm old enough to remember when we believed that drugs were going to kill you. And now I just know that they're lying about drugs. I mean, you can get killed because you're overdosing from it. You know, my nan is 83. She is starting to get forgetful, but she still plays golf 3 times a week. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you can do. You can't stop it. Look, they basically gave Queen Elizabeth, your queen, this country's queen, the jab. The jab. The jab. That's what they did. I mean, here's a joke. Maybe because Prince Charles got tired of waiting to become the king. All jabs aren't equal. AZ Lab had a higher clot risk, but mRNA was longer-term effects plus a high serious adverse event rate. Of course they're going to be different because there's no such thing as a jab. It's all mixtures of mRNA and whatever it is, all the different ingredients they put in Philadelphia cream cheese into the pot. It's all a lie. That's what I believe. It's all a lie. What do you think? Do you think jabs are good? Don't you think the Queen died because she had to meet Liz Truss? No. No, Liz, no, that's the system you have in this country. They basically abused her and forced her to leave. I got all three. Some years later, got a pulmonary embolism in my lungs, so now I'm on a blood thinner. I do wonder if there is a connection. Yes, you have to wonder. You have to wonder. I mean, I'm glad I didn't. But then again, all the pills, I took blood pressure pills for 45 years, 35, 45 years. I can never forget her sitting on her own at her husband's funeral. Yeah, they were so mean to her. They were so mean. You know, these doctors. You call yourself a doctor, you go to a good school like Oxford or whatever, Bristol, whatever it is. You got a medical degree from that college, and you want people to respect you. Rick Anson, welcome back, Rick. I haven't seen your name mentioned in a bit. But maybe we shouldn't be. This is where we were last week. We were very serious discussing stuff last week. Okay? I'm against it. But what did Lucy say when she said I wouldn't go that far? I wouldn't go that far. Unjabbed. I mean, shout it out. Say, I'm unjabbed. I'm unjabbed. I've heard that the C19 jabs have wiped out 60% of the eggs in young women who took them. I've heard a similar thing too. You can't trust them. It's really horrible. How mean is that? Because they don't want us to have children. So they're figuring a way for us to kill the old people and to kill the young people. My dad is 89 and simply will not die. He's lived on pies and cigarettes his whole life. I'm going to ask you a question. How much does he weigh? How much does he weigh? Okay, that's the question you have to ask yourself. Thank you, Rick. Where are you from? Where are you from, Rick? And where are you from? And how fat are you? How fat are you? Confirmation bias in the house. What does that mean? I mean in believing everything you say. Okay, you don't believe everything that I say. You do, because you get angry at me. You hang up the whatever, you go offline, you get mad at me. Sorry, there was a small family thing I had to sort out. You don't need to say that. No one, I mean, it's nice that you're there. You weigh 11 stone. And how tall is he? So he's probably reasonably weight, so he's not fat. You can have, if you're slender, you can be in good health if you're not to get fat. Don't believe everything I say. Oh, yes. What are you writing down, Lewis? I'm writing down people's names. I wrote down Rick Anson because I was hoping he would tell me where he lives. So then the next time he calls, I can say, oh, Rick. He's 5 foot, he's 52 years old, 5'9", 71 kilograms. He needs a round of applause because that's perfect, I think. You're 71, you're 52 years old, 52 years old. You're 5'9". That's what I am. I'm basically 5'9", maybe 5'10", and you're 71 kgs. And you live in Northwich. Where is Northwich? That's the West Midlands. Is that where it is? Northwich. Where's Northwich? Yeah. Keep on going. Be thin. Be thin. Lower the carbs. Eat more protein. Where is Northwich? Where is Northwich? Is in Cheshire. That's right. I'm getting in the right direction. Northwich is in Cheshire. Lud is 57. I've never seen the inside of a hospital because you went in blindfolded. Shows how bad my eyes are. Yeah, good joke. Good joke. Okay. When these shows, and I'm definitely putting a subject access request. What does that mean? When this show ends, what does that mean? Oh, about that's like to find out what research has been done on this thing. My grandmother lived until 102, had 10 children, was overweight for 50 years. She ate lots of butter. Yeah. Because remember this, they didn't have the vaccines 100 years ago. They weren't giving grannies 100, vaccines. So that's why you see all these old people. We're not going to live that long. We're not going to live as old as 102 because butter is good. It is really good. What's your favorite butter, Zena? My favorite butter is, I hate to say it, but I'd never buy it, as I like that French butter. But butter is good. What is your favorite butter? What is your favorite butter? What nye? What is a subject access record? Kerrygold, yeah. I don't think it tastes as good as I thought it tastes. Lurpak. I can't trust Lurpak. I think they're not fed. They're not grass fed. Do you not eat plants? I do not eat plants. No. I try not to eat plants. I have a couple of teaspoons of sugar. I eat plums because there's plum trees outside. Are there any acceptable plants like beans? Beans are not acceptable. Beans, you've got to cook. If you don't cook a plant, you can die from it. I love baked beans. Why do you love baked beans? Because they're just basically sugar and tomato sauce. I grew up eating margarine. Butter in moderation is much better. We eat Kerrygold, hoping there won't be tariffs. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, Kerrygold is not as great as you think it is. Or is it good? I eat Kerrygold. I have Kerrygold here. But a subject access request is what you put in to a company to see what information someone has about you. Yeah, maybe you're right. I shouldn't be admitting that. Yeah. Marianne, you live in Peekskill. I'm going to follow you. I'll go to Peekskill. I'll knock on every door. Anchor butter all the way. Anchor butter comes from Denmark is good. We like the Danes. Anything with seed oils is bad. Yes. I like the whipped butter you get in American diners. Oh my God, I'm with you. That's what we ate as a kid. Whipped butter. Breakstone whipped butter in a pink tub. Yeah, have you been to America? That's really great. Lucy. Shanks. Butter scene in Last Tango in Paris. I never saw that film, but that was a dirty, dirty film. Dramona butter is best from Northern Ireland. Yeah. You need butter that's been raised out in the fields. Am I right about that? It needs to be out in the fields. But Breakstone butter, I had it when I was a kid. Breakstone butter on Arnold's bread. Dramona butter, I'll have to look for that. It's better than Land O'Lakes. I do like Breakstone's whipped butter on a toasted everything bagel. Not a big fan of toasted everything bagels, but I do like bagels. But if I do have a bagel, I have way more cream cheese than I used to have, and I have only half the bun. I was 12 with my parents. You went to Chicago with them. There you go. You went to Chicago. Okay, this data about our height and weight needs to be accurate and be collected for a genuine reason. Yeah, okay, it's collected for a genuine reason. I want to call you fat. I like calling people fat and maybe helping them lose weight. That's what the genuine reason. Waitrose Essential salted butter. Probably good. You went without your parents. Without your parents. What were you sent there because they didn't love you? How do you go then when you're 12 o'clock or when you're 12 years old? Is shortlisting the thin women a genuine reason? No, it's not. I'm not doing the thin. You're all thin and beautiful to me. Opinion on ersatz butter. What is ersatz butter? Made with oils? Really bad. Made with toxic seed oils? Really bad. I ate tons of that stuff. Really bad. Toxic seed oils. It's a genuine reason to lose weight. What is a genuine reason to lose weight? Kinsey. Yeah, the list is a genuine reason. Because we want to be thinner. What about beef tallow or lard as a butter substitute? I cook in beef. I eat about 20 grams or more of beef tallow. I eat tons of beef tallow, and I never ate beef tallow. I don't eat lard because a lot of the pigs, they're being fed cornmeal, and so they've got a very high omega-6, right? Do you know anything about that? Yes, good. Where can we buy tallow? I buy it at Morrison's. A lot of times you can buy it. You can buy it at Waitrose, but of course, it's in a jar. It's really expensive. Where do I buy my beef? I buy my beef in Morrison's, or I buy it at Lidl. I buy it super cheap, $10 a kilogram, because it's British beef is mostly grass-fed. Currently, there you go. Marianne is currently 172 pounds, 5'7" tall. I can't wear high heels because my husband hates it if I'm taller than him. Yeah, I mean 5'7" tall. Marianne, the answer is no. The answer is no. You have to lose 20 pounds at least. Sorry about that. We're gonna lose that, Marianne. Marianne, you got to do it. I've cut butter out and oils. Why? Why have you cut butter out? You should increase it. You're 172 pounds lbs, and you're 5'7" tall. Okay. Bless him. Okay, what do you mean bless me? Yeah, bless your husband. Was Marianne asking a question? No, she didn't, but I'm answering her question, Joodles. She weighs too much. She's 172 pounds. That's too much. That's too much. You should be weighing 140 or 132 pounds. My parents always saved bacon fat and beef fat and would use it for cooking. Yes, and as I do too. I don't even save it. I keep on eating it. I don't put it aside. I take it and I smear it on the meat. The meat should be like 20% fat. I'm starving right now, going to the chip shop after this for a pea fritter and chips. No, go have whatever you want to have. Don't have so many chips. Have half the chips. No, I was making a sandwich. You're making a statement. Laugh out loud. So you're not 172 pounds and 5'7" tall. You're not. Well, I apologize. I'm gonna have to write this down. Told you, Lewis. Lewis makes you hungry. Yeah, I think about food all the time. It's interesting because it doesn't make me hungry. Because I've watched so many videos, I've been basically brainwashed into not wanting to eat so much. But go buy a steak instead. Don't buy a steak. Buy some beef brisket and then go home and cut it into steaks. Jaundice, looking yellow. Am I looking yellow? I haven't been out in the sun that much, but I should be. Croxton, you need to eat the brisket raw. We do, because it tastes as good, and you should put the beef drippings on top of it because it doesn't have enough fat, I don't think. It doesn't have enough fat. Oh, dear God. Do you notice this? Do you notice this? Okay. Oh, dear God. What is, oh, dear God? What did I say, Joodles, that are bad? Joodles that are bad. I went to Chicago, Lucy, when I was about 12 years old. My dad drove out there. We drove out there. Now I want a liver dinner. Yeah, eat liver, but not that much. Imagine me going into Tesco Express and eating the meat straight out of the packet. Worth a laugh. All the onlookers, huh? Yeah, you could do that. Maybe not an Express. Maybe an Express. I mean, when I'm out and about, I'll eat chicken legs and chicken thighs, and I'll eat the roast chicken, the roast beef. I will eat that if I'm in a Tesco Express. No, she is. Don't deny Marianne her truth. She's brave enough to say that, but she's slowly reducing it. It helps that that it is boiling hot. It kills my appetite, but it's going to get cold. It's going to get cold. I should wear. Do you like when I wear a suit, Lucy? Maybe I should wear a suit. I just figure I'm trying to do as little work as possible. Yes, with aftershave. I'm not going to put on aftershave. Yeah, maybe I'll wear I'm going to write it down. I'll wear a suit. Wear a suit. Wear a suit. Okay. Okay, chip shop, half leg chicken chips. Yeah. I would say eat half the amount of chips as a way to change. My mother used to make us liver and onions and bacon. Delicious. So did my mother. But we've been told, oh, it's liver. Yuck. It's liver. You look great in a suit, Lewis. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Claire. Wear a tux. I own 3 tuxes. Maybe I should. Lewis, you need to make a poll for the tie you're wearing with the suit. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't even like to wear ties. I like the tie you gave me, Claire, but I don't like the ties. I don't like ties. But thank you, Galactus. How many times a day do you eat, Lewis? You suit a suit. I wake up, so I have breakfast at about 11, 12, 1. And then I will eat in the afternoon about 5, and then I'll eat. Lucy has 8 chips. Yeah, 8 chips. Don't have more than that. Have less than that. Yeah, so I eat about 3-4 times a day. And I try to not eat at night. I say, Lewis Schaffer doesn't eat at night. We have to, thank you, Mark, we have to convince ourselves that we don't need to eat. We've got to brainwash ourselves. We have to tell ourselves, I don't eat carbs, I don't eat carbs, I don't eat carbs, I don't eat carbs. Lucy needs to cut down to 3 chips. It depends the size of the chips. The problem is chip shop chips are amazing because they're made fresh, generally speaking. But we can't have too many of them. And you wouldn't believe that potatoes are the most carby food. Are they not? They're so carby. What kind of chips do you like, Lucy? My husband will tell me when I make a salad for him, not so many croutons. Who doesn't love croutons? Who doesn't love croutons in a salad? But you shouldn't eat a salad. That's what I used to eat all the time. I used to eat salad with croutons and mozzarella, not mozzarella cheese, and feta cheese and mozzarella cheese. And Lewis, I remember you wore a white tie once. It was a novelty tie, but it looked good on you. Yeah, it was given to me by an audience member. I don't remember her name, but it was lovely. It was lovely, a white tie, and it had my picture on it or something. The trouble is we all like carby things. It's addictive. Yes, it is. That's why we have to say it's not good for us. I like heroin and coke and meth, but it's not good for us. Hey, Lola, welcome. Welcome in. Welcome back. Yeah, we have to lie to ourselves. We got to brainwash ourselves. We don't eat carbs. We don't eat in the middle of the night. Weren't potatoes brought back from America? Yeah, they're from America. State-sanctioned poisoning. Yeah, brought back from America. And then we were told that we got whatchamacallit from America. Did we give it to this? Did we get not rabies? What's the disease that they get? Herpes. Tons of disease. I like a curry chip with mushrooms and onions. Yeah, we all do, but it's not great for you. Do better, Claire, see? Hi, Lola. Hi, Lola. And Claire got me a tie from Harrods. It was like a purple tie. It was beautiful. I've worn it 3 times. I've worn every other tie once. But that tie I've worn multiple times. I thought they came from Australia. Judels is laughing. I am partial to baked sweet potatoes. Who isn't? Who isn't? It's delicious. It says a higher... At Thanksgiving, I slice and bake them with butter and brown sugar in a casserole. Yeah. Well, you know what? You shouldn't eat it. Should you eat that? No. It makes you fat. A curry chip is so good. Yes, it is. And chips with curry sauce, which aren't really available in London, I don't think are so good. But you have to say no. You have to say no. I get hungry. Maybe after this, I'll go down to the pizza place. I'll have a slice of pizza. But I will have walked 16,000 steps to get there. It's only once a year. Okay, come on, Mary Ann. Thanksgiving is no excuse. Yeah, there's no excuse. Thanksgiving. It's amazing. But she's British and she moved to America, and that's one of the great things about America. I remember when I went to America, the things like I went to KFC and they have the not scones there. They have the muffins there. It's great, and they've got big corn on the cob. They got things. Judels comes from Northern Ireland. Can you still get a super chip at home? Or is that just a Lisburn thing? Kinsey says, yes, you can. How often do you drink, Lewis? A drink gives me the munchies. Yes, it does. And you know why it gives you the munchies? Because it's got carbs in it. And one bit of carbs gives you the desire to drink more. So that's totally true. I don't really drink that much. I had 3 pints. I basically drink once or twice a year. And when I say drinking, that's like 3 pints. I never eat if I drink. I never eat. So if you drink, you don't eat. That's totally right. That is totally right. Chips and fats, they kill the liver. Now I look yellow. Yeah, they kill the liver. Stop drinking. Stop drinking. Yes, Judels, you can get in many places here. You can get it many places in Nandam. What is that thing called, Judels? It's a super chip at home. What is a super chip? I'm going to have to look that up. What is a super chip? Is it like potatoes that are made to look like great big chips? What are you asking Lucy about? I don't know what a super chip is, Judels. Lewis, come to Northern Ireland. I treat you to a pear picking porky. I treat you to a pear picking porky. What is a pear picking porky? Chips, is that chips with curry? Chips with some mad gravy, chicken maybe. Super chip is chips with curry. The problem with curry sauce is that it's got flour in it. So, and oh my God, not had one of those for donkeys. So you've had tons and tons of stuff. That sounds amazing. Should I have a slice of pizza later? They're £5. Maybe one without pepperoni. Possibly just a plain one. It's an ice lolly. Is it an ice lolly? There's different food everywhere. We shouldn't all eat the same food. You can have pork scratching. Yes, and I have had lots of pork scratchings. I'm not a big... It's a pear-flavored ice lolly. That sounds amazing. Pear is like... You know what I love? Tinned pears. You like tinned pears? Ice-cold tinned pears. My mother used to get it. That was amazing. How long were you a cop? I was a cop for a day, basically, on the film. I said, you're under arrest. Drug smuggling. I hope they're going to think that I'm really funny. I mean, I wasn't even trying to be funny. They just thought I didn't have enough end. I don't know what they were thinking. What film? I can't say what film. It was about a film about a rock star band and a rock star manager. Custard or ice cream or an Italian ice. What about that? I've got 808 subscribers. Can you all subscribe? Lucy, I have tinned pears and tinned peaches with cream. Yeah, I love tinned pears. That she does. Yeah, tinned pears are amazing, but I think they're very high carby. I thought it was an actual cop career. No. Do I seem like a cop to you? Yeah, I mean, I respect cops, but I'm not a cop. I'm a rebel. I'm not a rebel, but I can't follow orders. If you come to Northern Ireland, we will have to treat a vegetable roll. It is just onions, etc. in it, mostly beef, sausage, meat. I think I've had it one there when I performed at the what is it called, the Belfast Empire. Claire loves tinned peaches. Lewis doesn't eat enough donuts. I don't eat very many donuts because that's not even like pizza. It's just sugar and boiled in toxic seed oil, but it is good. What are you filming next? I'm going on Thursday. Oh, what are we doing for our show tomorrow? I'm getting dressed up. We might have to tape this at 1:00 in the afternoon and then replay it later. I don't know, because I've got a 1:00 fitting. I've got to go in and get fitted for something, for some July film that I'm doing. I don't even know what it is, because they give you fake names for these things. They never tell you what the real name is because they don't want you to tell anybody, because they might find out that somebody's in it and they're going to go and protest it. I didn't even know that was a Northern Irish thing until recently, a vegetable roll. Yeah, they don't... I mean, every country has weird Indian food or Chinese food. They have weird, When I was pregnant, I had a craving for pineapple and would get it in a can. I love that too, but it's a bit too high in sugar. I had 3 peaches yesterday. Now I want a curry chip with vegetable oil and finish with a picking porky. Is it a picking porky or a pickling? Now, how do you get into the films? You can Google, how do you become an extra? And you can go to the websites, and that's all you need to do. That's how you get into films. Also, I've got a good look. I'm an American. I've got a little bit of hair. I land first thing Sunday morning. First stop is Ulster Fry. Were you going up there? Ulster Fry. Tinned peaches are like slugs. Yeah. They taste amazing. I don't know whether I should say that I eat slugs. Also tomatoes, which I would slice and eat on Kaiser rolls. Well, the Kaiser rolls, no. And also tomatoes are not good for you. And you shouldn't eat the seeds, but the seeds go right through you. Don't chew on the seeds. Okay, I think we've had a very good show. If you call this a show, have you had a good time, everybody? Because I think you've been really great. We hit 55 people, which is like brilliant. Okay, brilliant. Everybody's been really good. We had a visit from my son, Carnegie. That was really nice. I love Kaiser rolls, but you shouldn't eat them. I love Kaiser rolls a lot. They don't call them Kaiser rolls in America, in Britain. Another great show. So that's been great. We're all going to say to ourselves, we don't eat at night. So we don't eat at night. We don't eat carbs. Let's say it to ourselves. We don't eat carbs. So if you have a little bit, lovely show. Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, Alec. Thank you, Lola. What are the rules? The rules are, we had a good time. The rules of the show is, rules of eating a low-carb diet is you write down everything that you eat. You don't eat carbs. You don't eat at night. And you try to keep track of how much you're actually doing. I love this 2-hour show. I love it too. Do you love the 2-hour show? You can come and go if you want to. It doesn't feel rushed, and I hate to say, I gotta go. Curious Bunny in the house. Hey, Curious. And Laughing Saturn. Remember, Saturn was a god once. Apollo was named Saturn, or is that Jupiter? I don't know. But it's all in the book about Saturn, right here. Velikovsky, Worlds in Collision. Take care, everyone. Thank you. You're late, Curious Bunny. I think I have to... Do I end the stream, or do I just go to stream start and I go into the other room? I only eat once a day and walk daily, but can't lose my peribelly. Yes, you can. You should go to the app and write down how much food you're eating. How old are you, Curious Bunny? It could be, as you get older, it gets a bit harder, but Saturn was a guy once said, is what I will take with me. Saturn was a guy can you rewrite that? Wasn't expecting 2 hours, but it's been great. Yeah. Should we make it longer? I mean, I'm happy that they're 55. I agree, 2 hours is a good length. 45 next month. What does that mean? Are you going to be 45? Okay, so for me, young, very young. Are you married? Are you a guy? Are you a girl? What do I care? Sorry to all the women. I'm now hitting on somebody else. I feed hedgehogs and birds every day. We should look after nature. Yes, we should. I pick up rubbish every single day. Everyone, like and subscribe. Go to the thing, like and subscribe. Please do that. I'm at 808. That's really good. We're trying to get to 1,000. You're not viable. I think 45 is viable. 45. You don't want to hurt a girl's feeling if she's, she may. 45 is excellent. 47 is excellent. You could do a 24-hour day in the life of Lewis Schaffer stream. And can I walk around the house? I don't want you to see where I live. It's a bit of I'm not as bad as Osmogold. Osmogold? What time tomorrow? Yeah, what time should we do tomorrow? Thank you, Kerry. Good job. What time should we do? I have to leave at about 2:30 in order to go to Elstree, which is in the north. I live in the south. So should I do it at, say, 12:30 tomorrow or 1? Yeah, I hate being in the 40s. It's really bad. I hated it too. I had a couple of good years in the early 60s. Yes, what time tomorrow? Midday. 7 is better for me. I can't do 7 because I'm going to be on GB News at 11. Is 11. So if I do 2 hours, I'll be late for the thing. When you've done your chores, 8 p.m., 7 p.m., 12:30. Do you think, Curious Bunny, you could be there at... you don't have to be there. You can listen to it. 7. You like 7. Galactus 12 or 1 o'clock. Let us work around you, Lewis. Yeah, I think that's maybe what I should do. I should not be so... Do I seem to be too... what do they call that? When you're too obsequious. I'm trying to, whatever. Where I'm saying, I'll do whatever you want. I'll be there. Just give us a time. 6 p.m. Can't be 6 because I'll be there for a couple of hours, and I don't know. It'll be because... here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find out. They might have changed my fitting for tomorrow. Okay? They might have changed it. Let me just see if they've changed the fitting for tomorrow. Yeah, 1 o'clock, 11 a.m. Yes. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll see you at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Everybody, 5 o'clock tomorrow. Is that good? 5 o'clock, or should we start at 6? 6 to 8, and I can leave here at 8? What do you say? Yes. What time is best? See you at 5 o'clock. Leslie, 5. Or should we, Leslie, at 5, 6 p.m., 5? Is 5 good? 6 o'clock. Let's do 5. We'll do 5. 5. 5. 6. Am I competing with Dan right now? Am I doing 5? 5. 5 is great. 5:30. 5. 5. Why? What time is Dan Wooten on? Not that I care. Yes, 5 is great. Five. Okay, we're all 5. Dan is at 5 o'clock, so you're missing on viewers. And when does he end his show? Steve Barrett is Friday at 5. Well, 6. Okay, let's do 6. Is 6 bad for anybody? I know we got a lot of 5s right now, and we've gotten good viewers at 5. Don't rush if you're on GB News. 5 or 6. Which is better, 5 or 6? 5. 5. I can do 6, Leslie. No, 6 is great. All right, I've made up my mind. We're doing 5 tomorrow, and maybe we'll move to 6. Either Leslie says 6. New New York City is good. Okay. Claire says 4. No. Nobody cares about Dan Wooten. 5 is good. Okay, we're going to do 5. That's about it. Is there anything else? We're doing 5 o'clock tomorrow. Okay? Lucy likes 5, but she's flexible. She's very flexible. Very good. 5. I'll see you at 5 tomorrow. Round of applause for each and every one of you. Graham, join at 5:45, and because we'll go to 7. Like tonight, we'll go to 7. I don't want to say goodbye, but I think that's good. First rule of streaming: never work around other streamers. You mean just stream? Yeah, because you seem like otherwise you're afraid of them, and especially I mean whatever. Dan Wooten, kinky. Did I say something kinky to you? I am kinky. That's the kinkiness. I'm a bit of a flirt. At least I hope I'm a bit of a flirt. Okay, wait a second. 11 a.m. Yes, we're changing to 11 a.m. Yes. Excellent. Okay. 11 a.m. Okay. Curious Bunny's 5. We're going to do 5. Maybe 6 would be better. I think it might be 6. What did Nancy say? Bye, Dad. Okay. Bye, beautiful daughter. Okay. Daughter. Can I be your second favorite to Lucy, please? No. You can be my third favorite to Lucy. How about that? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you could be anything you want to be. You could be more favorite. You could fight with Lucy over me. You could do that. Yeah. I mean, this is how I got into trouble. You want to know how I got Me Too'd? This is how I got into trouble. You know, you make girls fight over you because no one ever paid any attention to you, so they're fighting. You think, oh, this is great. Let them all like me. There'll always be someone streaming around your time. F them and do your thing. Yes, no fighting. Yeah. So, yeah, you could be my second favorite. Good night, everybody, with a giggle. Good night, everybody. Luan, good to see you. I didn't know you were here, but thank you very much for joining. Make sure you subscribe to this thing. Okay? You all going to say goodbye. Anybody, we can all share him. You can, because I'm much more receptive to being loving to people than I used to be. I used to think I couldn't do that, but I can do it. Sorry, you're a lud. Okay, you're the second favorite. It's like what I tell my sons. I tell Carnegie. I tell my son Columbus. I say Carnegie is my favorite, and to Carnegie I tell Columbus he's my favorite. You don't keep people on your toes, but you can't let them get carried away. Whatever it is, you're all good. I give you all a round of applause. Leslie, we share. I'd like to keep talking. I don't know. I don't even need to be here, but I guess I have to hang up. Curious Bunny, second favorite. Okay. So I'm changing this now to window capture. Lucy won't share. Lucy won't share.